again. This is the Creatia Conversation. We are the number one news source for all that nerd-ish on Pornhub. I am your host, Lord Cussalot Travis Pointer, a.k.a. the Dragon King, a.k.a. Big T, a.k.a. T Money, a.k.a. Sweet T, a.k.a. Black Merlin, a.k.a. the HNIC. And I'm joined today, I was going to say by the warden, Matt Ritter, but I have a feeling that someone else is here right now that I was not expecting.
No, I just wanted to wear glasses because you were wearing glasses.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's
then I'm
me.
joined by the warden, Matt Ritter, thank God.
See, I had two ways of going about that. If you had just introduced me as Matt Ritter, I would have interrupted as the rack and given you shit and called Matt Ritter an idiot. However, since you went the other way, I was like, nah, I just want to fuck you. You got glasses on, I want glasses on. How you doing, Travis?
I'm okay, man. I'm all right. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. Getting settled in.
Mm-hmm.
So, got a big-ass picture, you can't see it here, of me and Kevin Nash.
Oh, that's not a picture of me.
No, unfortunately, I don't have any of those. I'll see if I can find one and blow one up. I have masturbated a lot to that picture of you as Barrett.
Understandable.
So, you know, something about that machine gun arm.
Oh, man, you like the big guns?
I do.
Understandable. So what else you been up to? I know you got the move happening. You got yourself all settled in last week, mostly.
Mostly, you still can see a box behind me, but
there's a box there. You're right.
Yesterday was my first day back at work. That sucked.
Why'd you do that?
Well, bills and not burning all my vacation in fucking February, but
yeah, bills are a social construct. You can ignore it. It's not real.
Yeah, then they start to turn shit off though. Like,
then turn it back on. What I don't understand. What's your problem? What's the issue?
It's the supply to the house that they shut off, not what's actually in the house.
Yeah. If they cut your water off, you can go outside and turn it back on yourself for a while at least.
Yeah. Also, I got like a 2-year-old I got to feed.
And there's grass outside?
There is actually not really. No, we need to put some down. It's all fucking dead back there.
What about the neighbors?
Maybe the side yard. I guess you could eat out of the side yard. I don't
know.
You
can graze over there,
I don't know if grass is good for a 2-year-old.
Do you know that for sure?
I said I don't know.
Well, see, exactly. We can find out together.
Hi, Amani.
Oh, man. But anyway, man, you said, getting yourself settled. You're still working through that. What else been up? What you been up to? What you been watching? What you been playing? What's all going on? We haven't talked in a while,
I touched Final Fantasy VII a little bit behind me.
Where'd you touch it?
Where I liked it.
Okay.
I'm at that point where like Aerith, where you meet up with Aerith, and then you got to fight that dude. You're in like the church, and she's growing the flowers, and then you're like her bodyguard. That's about as far as I am with my second or third playthrough on this game. Now that I got the PS5 sitting behind me there, Hogwarts Legacy, which I know we're going to talk about. Touched that a little bit too. Got a shiny Houndour, hatching eggs on Scarlet and Violet. Needed that for my collection. So
you needed that, huh?
Listen, you got to catch them all, and now I got to catch them all shiny. Oh, happy Black History Valentine's Day to you too. I wonder if my wife will. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't want her to hear me say that.
What?
I was gonna say, I wonder if she'll let me have a black girl for Valentine's Day since it's Black History Month.
I mean, if you ask nicely,
like just once a month, I need a black girlfriend, or 1 month a year.
Yeah,
1 month a year. I don't think she'll go for it. I'll try later.
Nothing beats a failure but a try, sir.
That's true.
Okay, so a little Hogwarts Legacy, a little Final Fantasy. Been watching anything interesting happening?
No, not really. I mean, we're getting used to Xfinity over DirecTV, which I've had for the last 7 years. So figuring out like where the channels are and how it works, because like Kate's mad because she has this show on PBS. It's like an Ancestry.com show or whatever with celebrities where like they go through and track their ancestry and all this shit. But it comes on as the same time as NXT and Curse of Oak Island. And apparently it'll only record 2 shows at the same time. It won't do all 3. So for whatever reason, that PBS show is lower on the priority list and doesn't get recorded. So she's I told her, like, I need NXT recorded in case I can't catch it live and I need to come home because I don't want to watch the Hulu version because I miss shit and I don't like missing shit. Like, I want to miss the shit I want to miss, not the shit that someone tells me I need to miss.
Oh man, Hulu, watching wrestling on Hulu is an interesting thing. It's just like I hadn't done Smacking and Raw in a while after only watching stuff on Hulu, and it was interesting to do it again a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I was there, I'm like, wait, what happened? Oh, this was on Raw. Oh, yeah, I didn't see that.
Well, there is something worth checking out from Raw, and it is the Cody Rhodes Sami Zayn segment from Raw last night.
There was a Cody Rhodes Sami Zayn segment. Okay, I'm sure that'll be on Hulu.
Also, shout out for Black History Month. Bianca Belair defeated Bayley and Becky in a triple threat match and kept them both out of the Elimination Chamber. So, good for Bianca.
Good for her.
Killing it.
100% killing it.
What about you?
Not a lot new happening with me as far as stuff watching and playing. Like Hogwarts Legacy, like I streamed that last week. There was also some mobile stuff every now and then. I'll hop on there and just check. I have this one here that I've been meaning to try out. It's based in Warhammer 40K, which is a tabletop game I played way back in the day. That I just stopped playing, like to the point where it's been so long since I played. Like the different armies and stuff that are available are now different. Like the one main army I used to use is no longer official or some shit. I don't know. It's weird. Like I was all about the Eldar back then, and now I'm looking like on the official website, Games Workshop's website, because like sometime last year I was like, I should get back into this again because habits and game addictions and things like that, because that stuff was so fucking cool. It just takes a lot, like the whole miniatures and all that kind of stuff. You absolutely have to have miniatures to play this game. It doesn't work without it. Okay. And they don't come painted. You got to assemble them and paint them and all that kind of stuff. And I just don't have the time. But anyway,
painting miniatures always seemed interesting to me. Like, I'm not big into tabletop games or actually using that stuff, but like custom painting stuff interests me.
So if I were to acquire said unpainted miniatures and gave them to you to paint, I could then use them afterwards.
I mean, it's a lot of shipping and handling back and forth from Atlanta to Chicago just to get some hand-painted miniatures, and also not sure about the time I have to do it. I just said it's something that's interesting to me. They also might look like shit, because I'm not saying I'm talented at hand-painting miniatures either.
I'm not good at it either. I just don't want to do it. I don't care if they look shitty, really. I just needed them painted. So, but anyway, I wanted to get into that because they have a mobile game based on that. And yeah.
All right.
Get me back into that stuff without having to buy the miniatures.
I saw something weird today. I was just randomly reading this website, and it was about a game called Wanted Dead.
Not or alive, just dead?
Yeah, just Wanted Dead. Apparently it's on Steam, and it's supposed to be a love letter to like the PS2, the GameCube, all that. But apparently it's like every game in one. There's like anime cutscenes and then like actual like good graphic gameplay. And like I said, I was reading this article. There's like a claw game in it. There's like a ramen noodles slurping rhythmic game in it. Like all sorts of shit.
Let's take a look at Steam then, since you brought it up. You said it's called Wanted Dead.
That's what I was reading.
Let's see.
You play as a female cop that has a gun and a katana.
Okay. Hold on. Because now I got to take a look at this, because I am now curious.
Dude, it was weird. Like I was reading it. I almost put it down as an article. And then I was like, I don't know. Because I don't know if it's a new game or not. It sounded like the person who was talking about it had been playing it for a little bit. I didn't know how old the article was. I think it came up on Facebook, but I'm not 100% sure what I was scrolling through when I found it.
Here, let me see.
It was there.
Wanted Dead. It's still $60. So hold on. No, it came out today.
Oh, okay.
Wanted Dead is a new hybrid slasher slash shooter from the makers of Ninja Gaiden and Dead or Alive. The game follows a week in life of the zombie unit, an elite Hong Kong police squad on a mission to uncover a major corporate conspiracy. Okay.
Hold on.
I think we need a trailer, sir.
That's what I'm looking for right now.
Because I am now curious.
There's a review. Oh, you watch the full game in 4 hours.
I don't need that. I just want to see what's happening in
official
the game.
trailer. All right, I got it.
You got it? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
Pause that. Oh, that's an ad. So yeah. What are you doing?
You got it or not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the Earth. And this is Hong Kong. My name is Vivian Niemandsverdriet. And if you think you've recognized me from somewhere, it is because you did. Not that anybody cares anymore. I happen to win the Olympics. Multiple disciplines. The feces do hit the fan every once in a while, and there I was, on my own. Reinventing my career and venturing into the world of entertainment as a celebrity chef was the best thing my agent had in mind.
What the fuck?
Quitting that job and following my true passion was the best thing I had in mind. And here I am now, a master gunsmith working for the Hong Kong police. You seem to be new here. Let me give you a quick tour.
Why is there a cat?
We all thought that the Great War will end the world as we know it. And spoiler alert, it totally did. Superpowers are now obsolete. Entered the banks and multinationals. These guys run their own governments these days. If you never heard of Dower Synthetics,
What is this
for the
game?
past 2
I
decades,
don't
living
know.
under a rock. The police itself is a private security arm of Dower Synthetics in Hong Kong. A few years back, someone smart upstairs wasn't thinking straight and started the modern military. A rehabilitation program for convicted war criminals. You guessed it right. These guys made the ranks of Hong Kong's finest. I was lucky enough to be assigned to the zombie unit.
Light him up.
What in the world happened here?
Standard police procedure.
These guys are all right.
Yeah, Doc, take it easy.
This is Cortez. He's a gentle giant and a bookman.
How the fuck do you know what he said?
Advanced telepathy.
Kicking ass should be his middle name. This is Doc, a living proof that Dostoevsky's characters are real people.
Better be safe than sorry.
Herzog.
We didn't come in here together.
I don't have much to say about him except for the fact that he's very cute when he keeps his mouth shut, and that happens almost never.
Shut the fuck up, Herzog.
The only person that can rival his love for ramen is Hannah. Meet Detective Stone. She's a badass
That's who we play as
katana-wielding
from what I
Hong
read.
Kong police officer. Her Swiss accent is kind of funny, and it's not like we always understand what she's saying.
Frankie, this shit is incredible.
But it's her combat skills that do most of the talking.
She seems to be introducing a bunch of people. Maybe it's that whole thing we have a choice.
This ain't no toothpick she's swinging. She moves like a cheetah with that sort of hands. Elegant and deadly.
You motherfuckers are like my own children.
Captain is a complicated man. On surface, he's the angry captain that is always angry. I think there's more to it, but nobody ever tells me nothing. He cares a lot, and it shows.
Aye, aye.
The world around us has been changing fast, and I try not to think too much about the future. What's important today is that I do my best at what I do best, and my friends are always with me.
Oh. It's on everything.
Okay.
Also, I did not know that trailer was going to be that long.
Yeah, that was more than I was expecting myself, but okay then. I'm looking at the preview for this gameplay trailer here. You looks like you're right. You do just play as that one girl. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was reading in that. Also,
Yeah.
they said that the opening scene is like watching a Tarantino movie. It's just them sitting in a cafe having conversations and shit.
I mean, I enjoy Tarantino movies.
Yeah.
But all right, okay. That's interesting. Also, I I assume you saw this most recent episode of The Last of Us.
I did.
Yeah. Did anybody cry?
No. I don't think Kate cried. I don't know. We were more in shock. A lot happened.
Yeah, there was a lot. Like, I don't know. We can, spoilers, y'all. If y'all don't know, we spoil Last of Us here. It's whatever. But yeah. I mean, I kind of had this feeling anyway going into it because this show / I guess the game has a history of having very bad things happen to children that are not named Ellie. So.
Good to know.
It from what I'm just guessing off of what I've seen so far. I haven't played the game, so it's just from what I've seen of the show so far. If you come across a child that's not named Ellie, bad things are happening to that child. That's what keeps happening.
Okay.
So once that started, I'm like, ooh, I'm worried for this child. I'm very worried for this child, and I know the game itself is about Joel and Ellie. It's not about Joel and Ellie and Henry and Sam. So
Right.
It's just like.
I knew when she tried to use her blood that was not gonna. I'm like, that's
Well,
not
of
how.
course not.
That's not how science works.
Yeah.
Like your blood is not magic.
She's like, I'm a magic fairy child. My blood will heal you. If I cut my hand and then use the cut hand to touch the bite, it'll fix it. Because that's the kind of dumb shit that kids think.
A couple of things. First off, the giant hole in the ground. Like, so are they reanimating like corpses? Like, was there a grave or something? Like a mass grave underground? Like, what was that about?
Said before, basically, they think that, but what happened was when Fedra cleared all the space out in front of them, they drove them all underground. So all the infected were underground. And so when they opened up that sinkhole, they all just came up out. And we're just like, rah, 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 rah.
Okay. And then what was the big monster thing called?
Bloater.
That thing's fucking scary.
Yeah. That was when I saw it in the preview for the next week, so I knew it was going to be there. But it was just like seeing it in action was just like, yo, this thing isn't even like trying to spread. This is actually literally just causing destruction now.
It looked like a troll from Lord of the Rings the way it was just coming through and smashing motherfuckers. It didn't even care.
Yeah. So that was something different.
And
there was
that guy's jaw, like it just.
Yeah, this is one of those moments that felt like, oh, okay, yeah, this. There aren't a lot of things in this show that reminds me that it's based on a video game. That part did kind of make me remember, like, oh, this is based on a video game. They had to throw this dude in there because they have bloaters in the game because it doesn't like. What the logic they established with the infected, clickers and all that, like there's a logic to them. They're still trying to spread and all that kind of stuff. This thing didn't even seem like it was trying to spread. It was just causing destruction, which doesn't make sense for the fungus to do, So it's just like, but at the same time, it was still really fucking cool. So
I mean, a bloater, it's a berserker. Like every army's got one, like in fantasy.
True. Like I said, it's just one of those things. Yeah. Everyone's got one in fantasy. It's just like that's why I said it reminds me of this is from a game. That's not necessarily a bad thing. That's what I'm saying. It's just it made me think, oh yeah, this is based on a game.
Yeah, and then Henry had to unalive Sam and then unalive himself after he, out of shock, realized that he unalived Sam.
Yeah.
Because Sam turned.
Once the kid was sitting there facing out the window, I'm like, Ellie, what are you doing? Ellie, what are you doing?
First off, Ellie, you were supposed to stay awake with him. You fell asleep.
I mean, she tried, but kids, they're dumb. They can't do that shit.
I was disappointed. I'm like, oh, you fell asleep on him, and now look, now he turned. It's all your fault.
Yeah, once they when they were caught up under the car, I'm like, oh, he got bit while he was under that car. Like the thing had
One
his
of the two
ankle.
did. I thought it was
Yeah.
going to be Henry.
See, the thing had Sam's ankle. That's what I was just like, oh, he.
Didn't it pull Henry out a little bit too, though? One of them pulled Henry out from under the car.
Maybe you might be right.
I was pretty sure it was going to be Henry, and that they were going to get a little ways on their journey, and he was going to start turning, and it was going to be a thing. And then I thought maybe it was going to be the Joel, Sam, and Ellie show for a little bit.
Nah, because you got to remember, if you rewind back to earlier in the series, they talk about how long it takes, depending on where you get bit, for it to take hold. So he only had hours.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So there's just like, oh, this is all bad. It's all bad. But those like folks in the city though were just, whew.
Insane.
Yeah. Like you got to think like, Fedra drove them that way because they were like,
Evil as shit.
Yeah. And so what happens? You turn the people in there crazy and evil as shit. And once they're done, they become the evil motherfuckers too. It's kind of like, what happens in other countries and shit when unrest is sown or under a leader that's, an evil dictator and all that. And then the rebels come up and they end up being just as bad as that dictator and all that kind of, it's.
Yes. That fucking little gymnast clicker that was chasing Ellie through the car. And
that was creepy as shit too.
It reminded me of that dude from Supergirl. The one that was it Supergirl that gets in and out of the boxes that can fold himself up?
That was the Flash.
The Flash, yeah.
Yeah, Ragdoll. I know you're talking about.
There we go. Yeah, it reminded me of Ragdoll a little bit.
Yeah,
the way she was moving around. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, makes you uncomfortable. That was the thing. Like that, thinking back to Ragdoll now, like, yeah. It's like it wasn't scary, but it just made me very uncomfortable every time he was on screen.
Because your body's not supposed to, it's not supposed to move like that.
Yeah.
I've had one for 35 years. It does not move like that. It does not
that way. Yeah.
Tumble and fold and no.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm watching this though. I'm just like, that's not the lady from 2.5 Men. Like,
but it is.
She's so much nicer than that. What are you doing?
Dude, I didn't know she was from New Zealand. We watched the post show and I heard her talking.
Oh, yeah, her accent.
Full on New Zealand. I'm like, I hate that people from other countries do American accents so well, and we do such shitty accents for people from other countries.
Yeah.
It drives me insane.
Like none of us can do a proper British accent, but all of them do a perfect American accent.
Yes, it's annoying as shit.
The one that really got me, because a lot of them is just like, oh, okay, I get it, okay. But the one that really got me way back in the day was Idris Elba, when I was just like, that Stringer Bell, like from The Wire, Stringer. That's him talking right now, full on like tea sipping bumbershoot accent. That's him. Okay.
I'm still mad though, Travis.
Why are you mad?
Because there's still no dog.
Oh, yeah, that is unfortunate. But those of you out there, if you do have a dog and you want to take good care of that dog, a good way to do that is to go to dog.com because, dog.com is your online dog supplies, shopping, and information destination. Everything you need, everything your dog needs, from toys to treats and food, is available, including collars and leashes. They even have outdoor gear and water safety gear for your furry friend. So go to dog.creatiaworld.com for up to 64% off your order today. That is dog.creatiaworld.com and receive up to 64% off today.
And I was actually gonna do the transition after Amani was in the chat talking about the cat and how the cat has seen some shit. But that trailer was so fucking long, and then we rolled into Last of Us. I couldn't do the transition. I was like, fuck it. But listen, Ellie needs a dog. Ellie needs someone like, I love Joel, but Joel, at least at this point, does not have the compassion and friendship that Ellie needs. Ellie needs
an
a
asshole.
dog. Yeah,
she even
Ellie
said
needs
it.
a dog.
It was so good, that one earlier in the episode. When they were talking, they were just like, okay, so at this point, I haven't hurt you, you haven't hurt me, so we're cool, right? And Joe's like, yeah, He was like, "That's a weird fucking tone, man." And Ellie had to like, "No, he's okay. He's just an asshole." Which I imagine happens often when people are interacting with me, and people who know me have to let people know, like, it's okay. He doesn't hate you. He's just an asshole. Because it's just like, I don't hear my tone sometimes. And I'm sure a lot of the times Joel doesn't hear his own tone. So it's just like, I didn't think I was being an asshole, but apparently I sounded like an asshole. My bad.
I'm pretty sure Joel was being an asshole. You have somebody pointing a gun at your head, and now a gun at the child that you were trying to protect, that is your surrogate daughter that you already lost. Pretty sure he was being an asshole.
Oh, yeah. I'm not saying he's not justified in being an asshole in that moment. I just think, at least the second time around when he spoke up, he wasn't trying to sound like an asshole. That's just his default setting.
Ellie needs therapy. She needs one of those comfort pets, the service pets. She needs a service dog.
Emotional support dog.
Yeah.
I feel like after all that happened, she would feel a lot better if she could cuddle a dog after that.
That could be it too.
That's also possible. Because, there also are times when I hear myself being an asshole, and I'm like, I probably shouldn't be like that right now, but fuck them. So it's just...
Mostly at my job.
Yeah. So I get it. But yeah. I mean, anything else with The Last of Us? I know we're not planning on doing a whole lot of deep diving on this episode, but I wanted to make sure we talked about it a bit because
I talked about the Cirque du Soleil clicker girl. We talked about Catherine dying. We talked about the bloater. We talked about the deaths, if I can say that, unalivings, I guess is the proper term to use on these things now. Unalivings of Sam.
The old dude with the sniper rifle, because it was just when Joel watching, like, dude, come on, man, I don't want to have to kill you. Like, just don't do it.
Just take the offer.
Just don't do it. And he does it anyway. Now Joel had to kill his ass, and it's just like, because just I don't know. Like, you've talked to Trump supporters, like. I'm not saying that dude was a Trump supporter, but he exhibits a lot of the symptoms of a Trump supporter,
Yeah.
So same mentality.
Speaking of same mentality, let's touch on something real quick. I put the article in there, but essentially, yesterday we watched the trailer for The Flash, me and Vince, and they debuted Kara in The Flash, and the article that I shared, it basically talks about how something that we talk about a lot with the IWC, but is apparently just rampant in all fandoms, are stupid people. And we know this because, like, we've heard, there can't be a black Little Mermaid. The Little Mermaid's not black. It's like, shut the fuck up. All right? Like, why does it hurt you so much that they cast a black woman as the Little Mermaid? And again, why does Supergirl have to be blonde hair, blue-eyed, and a skirt? There are multiple Earths and universes, and that's what we're dealing with in this movie. In Flashpoint, there are 2 fucking Flashes, but we
haven't even met this universe's Cara Danvers anyway. So it's not like they established that she was blonde already and then changed it. So, like, it's stupid.
Fans are so fucking weird. It's that whole, like, M&Ms are back, but it's that whole M&M thing again, where it's like, oh, why are you changing my M&Ms to be politically correct? And the brown one's still sexy. She's got glasses, she's got the lips, she's got the high heels. Like, the brown M&M's still sexy. Sorry, all the female M&Ms are not sexy enough for you people. Like, Jesus Christ, internet fans. And if you're one of those people, you need a hobby or a life or a pet or something to give your attention to, because being concerned that one version of Kara Zor-El is not blonde hair, blue-eyed, and wearing a skirt bothers you so much that you need to harass the actress or the people also in the article that were like, oh, well, I can't support her because of what they did to Henry Cavill. What the fuck does he have to do with any of this
Absolutely
shit?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Ride Henry's dick a little harder, all right?
Here's the thing about this, though. Like, if you're going to be upset about something with this movie,
There's plenty of
Be
stuff to be upset
about the inconsistencies that are happening here in this DC universe. That's what you need to focus on. Because here's the thing. They're telling this story, it's fine. The whole thing behind Flashpoint is that Barry Allen goes back in time, stops Reverse Flash from killing his mother, and that sends a triple effect, and everything that happened after that is all fucked up and weird because the world, things need to go the way they went for the world to be the way it is today. You go change one thing, it doesn't only change that one thing. Here's my issue, though. Superman in this universe is established as being older than the Flash, which means Cal already crashed on Earth before this incident with Barry's mother happened. So he would still be here. But we're supposed to ignore him. We're not supposed to remember all that. Also, the whole Batman thing. Like,
I don't give a fuck, Travis. They gave me Michael Keaton.
I know,
Batman.
I know.
So happy.
Here's the thing. I'm not saying I'm mad that they did it. I'm saying it doesn't make sense. That's fine. It's okay if things don't make. We've talked about how I love bad TV and shit, so it's cool. I don't care that it don't make sense, but I'm gonna point out that it doesn't. Like, it's just like I'm assuming that the Michael Keaton thing is supposed to be Thomas Wayne, because that's what the whole thing was in Flashpoint, where he went back in time and Thomas Wayne was Batman instead of Bruce, because Bruce and his mother were killed instead of Thomas and Martha Wayne.
That could be.
But again, that would have happened before this. So it's just like,
I was gonna say, if you want to be mad about something, be mad about Ezra Miller. Like, there's plenty of things to be upset about.
I was getting there. I was getting
blonde hair,
I wasn't
blue eyes,
done.
and skirts. Like,
I'm just saying the whole list of things you can be. I was starting with the very, the surface level, least problematic stuff, and I was going to work my way down to the worst stuff. Because why the fuck are they still putting out this Ezra Miller movie? But okay,
James Gunn. There's plenty of stuff you can be upset about. Plenty of stuff.
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne.
Oh man, but yeah. We got some more news here though while we're getting into it. But let's start with this. Apparently, regardless of how upset a lot of people are about this Velma series, they are developing a second season. It doesn't mean it's been renewed, because things get canceled while in development all the time, but they are developing it according to the showrunner. Okay. Chairman and CEO, not the showrunner, the chairman of Warner Brothers. So let me just throw this out. This article comes from IGN. So despite its divisive critical reception, a second season of Velma is in development. The news broke today with Deadline's interview with Warner Brothers Television Group Chairman and CEO Channing Dungji, which said that her team is currently working on Velma Season 2. The divisive animated series aired its Season 1 finale over the weekend, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, so it is very divisive. 42% critical rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Now, those of you out there who still really don't know how Rotten Tomatoes works, let me make sure you understand what that means. It doesn't mean that the average score of critics is 42%. It means 42% rated it favorably, which means a 60 or above. So similar, but not the same. So at least 42% of people that are critically, critics that are recognized by Rotten Tomatoes gave it at least a 6 out of 10. Certified fresh in their mind. So 42% of people did that. So most people put it below a 60. Mm-hmm. But then there was others who rated it pretty high. So it's just, if they're getting the numbers, they don't give a shit about the ratings.
Oh, absolutely. And the thing is, if you hate it so much, the fact that you tuned in and you watched it is why, if it does get renewed, it's going to get renewed. Because you went in, you tuned in, you watched it, they got the views. It might get a season 2, and then if you decide, I'm not going to watch this because season 1 sucked, then there might not be a season 3. If you go watch it, then you're probably going to get a season 3.
And my thing is just, it wasn't great. I didn't hate it, but it wasn't great. So it was like, it was something to watch until better stuff came out.
You know what I do love about this whole renewal of Scooby-Doo and all this, not just the Velma series, but I feel like there's been a resurgence in Scooby-Doo stuff. Like frequently in my porn search history, I get recommended videos for Scooby-Doo porn parodies because I enjoy porn parodies. But like, have you seen all the sexy Velma cosplay even before the movie came out?
Oh yeah, I've been seeing the Velma cosplay for years. Yes,
I love it. It's so fantastic.
I
And
understand.
I'm glad that we've embraced Velma over Daphne. And today is Valentine's Day, Travis, which means that, you know, if your significant other wants to dress up like Velma and you guys want to get a little spicy, we got a little something to help you with that.
We do. It is called mycentralsecrets.com. Because mycentralsecrets.com boasts one of the largest catalogs across the web, on the web across all varying levels of adult toy categories with toys for him, for her, and for both. The product line is extensive compared to other competitors in the sexual wellness industry. Orders ship within 24 hours, so customers are always satisfied with both the price and quality. MyCentralSecrets.com has top-rated reviews and exceptional customer service. So go to sensual.creatiaworld.com to receive 10% off your order today. That is sensual.creatiaworld.com and receive 10% off today.
And as I said, like, so they ship within a day, right? Weekend's coming up. I'm not really celebrating Valentine's Day with my wife until this weekend because it's a fucking Tuesday. I work nights. That's just how how it works.
Works out better that way for you.
Yeah. So we've still got time. If you have not listened to us for the last couple of weeks and already prepped yourself and gone and ordered, and you're like, oh shit, you can still go today. You might get it by this weekend for a little fun, sexy time. So wait till the show is over, watch the rest of us, and then go to sensual.creatiaworld.com, get 10% off your order, and get yourself some toys. Have a little fun this weekend.
Expand that collection. Our toy box can use them expanding as well. You know, it's just, I'm always up for new toys.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing at all. All right, man, let's talk about something else. We both actually have been playing Hogwarts Legacy. We haven't had a chance to really talk about it yet because, you know,
you're also probably way farther than I am, so don't spoil anything for me.
Probably. But what's the last thing you did main story wise?
Main story wise, I got the book for Fig from the restricted section.
Okay.
So you go down to the bottom of the restricted section, you go through that mirror, it takes you, and then you got to do the battles and everything. So I think, because I got Incendio. I'm working. So, I'm there.
You brought the book to Fig. You all talk about the book when you brought it to Fig?
I don't remember. I know that Headmaster Black was there, and it was kind of like an awkward conversation. And then he's like, oh, you did this? And blah, blah, blah. And then he had some other shit I needed to go do. So I had to go meet that chick outside the castle in like the little town. And then I started doing some side quests.
From Uganda?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So then I started doing some side quests after I met with her, and that's kind of where I left off.
Side quests can get very distracting in this game.
They can, but I started solving all like those Merlin puzzles and shit, and I was having a blast.
Yeah. Slytherin?
Yep, of course.
Okay. Just making sure. I knew that you recently discovered that you were Slytherin, so it was, well, recently as in like, you know, since the website Creatia World went up, you know. Yeah.
Well, I knew before that because I have a Pottermore account. And I talked about this yesterday. If you have a account with a Pottermore account and a WB Games account, and you link them, they give you like extra clothing and special shit.
Yeah.
So like I got my Slytherin robe, like my special silver and green Slytherin robe. I got a Death Eater mask that I'm running around wearing with my hood up and all sorts of shit. So
I can see you doing that definitely. Okay, so I am significantly further than you, so I'm not going to spoil anything else that's happening. But so far, how you feeling about it?
I enjoy it, dude. It's fun. Like I'm having a debate now because before I'd come home, I'd put something on TV and I'd play Scarlet or Violet, and then got the PS5. Then it's like, all right, I'm gonna take that time and I'm gonna go, replay Final Fantasy. And I found myself sitting there and I'm playing Hogwarts, right? And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna stop at this point, and then I'm gonna go play like an hour or two of Final Fantasy. Then I'm gonna go to bed. And then I got to that point, and I just didn't want to put the game down. I wanted to keep playing. I didn't, but I also wanted to go play Final Fantasy. So now I I don't know, like I got to pick days, I guess, or whatever to split back and forth between the two because I want to get caught up. I still have that other Final Fantasy game that I have. Like I want to beat 7 so I can play the other one. Like,
yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I didn't start anything new those weeks leading up to this because I was just like, I want to go ahead and dedicate this to it because if I really like this game, I'm going to want to keep playing that.
yeah.
So because like I wanted to play Jedi Fallen Order, I wanted to play Witcher 3 again. Like it was a couple of things that I was like, I got this sitting right here and I want to play these. But I'm like, I know Hogwarts Legacy is coming. I'm going to want to check that out because I need to see how I feel about this.
Is Fallen Order the new one or is that the older one? That's
the older one.
Okay, yeah, that's actually a really good game. That's a fun game.
I heard it was.
I have played that through.
So I will say, Matt, because we've talked about how I'm not a Harry Potter person. I will say after playing this and being in it for a while, at this point I can safely say I like the world of Harry Potter.
Yes.
That works for me. I like the world. Now, will that translate to me being okay with those movies and these dumbass kids? I don't know. But
I'm not
the
gonna
world I
myself.
enjoy. I will say I like the world.
I was gonna say I'm not gonna repeat myself. I've told you. I know the first, especially if you're new to it. I know as an adult, those first 2 movies are very PG and hard to get through. But I mean, I can still go back and watch things like Milk Money and shit like that, like shit that we watched as kids, and I'm fine with it. Like Homeward Bound. So like,
well, that's a fantastic movie. So.
It is. But what I'm saying is like, I don't have a problem watching kids movies, and I also have a kid. But
Me neither.
like, once you get to like that 3rd, the 4th, and then my favorite, which is the 5th movie, like it's really, really good. Order of the Phoenix is I will watch Order of the Phoenix without watching any of the other movies. I'll just put that on and watch it. I love that movie.
I don't know, perhaps we can do a thing where I watch them all and we can do some content with it with y'all or something. I don't know.
That'd be fun. You should do that for the Creation World TikTok because there was a TikTok account that Kate was following that was really entertaining, and it was somebody just recording their reactions on TikTok as they watched through the Harry Potter movies, like just genuine reactions, and it was very entertaining. And then there was someone I was following on Twitter who actually sat down and live tweeted out their reactions as they went through the movies and watched them, and that was also really entertaining as a fan of that kind of stuff. So,
well, I'll consider that. I might just do like a post movie recap on TikTok or something. I don't know. My like live reactions probably won't be very entertaining. I don't react out loud very often. So
listen, I guarantee you, we could get. I'm sure Kate would come and talk to you about them. I know Katie is a huge Harry Potter fan. Vince is. We could get like a little mini Harry Potter movie by movie like sideshow for Creatia Conversation or something Creatia World, where you sit down and just give us your opinions on the movies and what you thought of them, and we'll bullshit with you about them.
Perhaps I'll think about it.
I got a little extra time today. I'm a little closer to work now. So do you want to play a couple? I think maybe 3 minutes of trailers. One's 31 seconds and one's almost 3 minutes.
Yeah, we can do that. Go ahead. What you got?
All right. So make sure the ads aren't playing. Yeah, they're going to be. Skip ahead, pause, run you back. All right. So you and I are both very big Transformers fans, especially Beast Wars. And this is the trailer that dropped, I believe, during the Super Bowl for Beast Wars or Rise of the Beast.
Beast Wars.
Yeah. It was all a dream.
Boo, get these cars out of here.
I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call the trip, say nothing, but it's all good. Forward! I'm not driving! Yeah. No.
Relax. I'm Mirage, remember?
And if you don't know, now you know.
Optimus Primal. Maximize, nigga.
I'm not the one to fear, Prime. There is a darkness coming.
It was all a dream. Pull over! I'm not driving. And if you don't know, now you know. Spread love is the Brooklyn way. And if you don't
Cheetor.
know, now you know.
Air Razor, okay.
Like you thought I would. Call the clip, same number, same hood. It's all good.
Of all the threats
Oh, Bumblebee got it.
from both your past
Why not?
and the future,
Yeah. It was all a dream.
you've never faced anything like this. Let them come.
And if you don't know, now you know.
This can't be real. This can't be real. Oh, it's real.
All right. So I don't know about you, but I am so hyped for that. And maybe it's just the
I-
nostalgia.
It probably is because I haven't really paid attention to the Transformers movies in a while. The last few I haven't watched, but you just showed me Optimus Primal. You showed me Cheetor. You showed me Air Razor. You showed me Rhinox. Okay, you got me. I mean, I need
The only-
Rat Trap and Dinobot, but okay,
Especially Dinobot.
yeah,
But
yeah, he's my favorite for real.
we'll see.
So-
Maybe I'm kind of hoping that this leads to like more. We get away from Optimus Prime. We get into more of like now we're moving on, and or maybe like a separate Beast Wars series
Mhm.
where we get the Dinobots and Megatron and all that shit.
Yeah,
Terrazor.
yeah, going Maximals versus Decepticons now because that Autobot Decepticon shit is old. We done with that.
Yeah.
We moving on.
Maximals versus Predacons.
What did I say?
You said Decepticons.
Oh yeah, Predacons. My bad.
All right. And then
but yeah.
go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm down. And then we get into the transmetals and everything too. Yeah, let's go.
Yep. And then this is 65 million years ago, which I just kind of happened to catch, and it looked interesting as shit. So.
Okay, let's see it. Oh,
65 exclusively in movie theaters March 10th.
Like it was just a little teaser trailer, but like
so that's like it's like Land of the Lost.
kind of, yeah.
So you would think if you're gonna have to go back 65 million years and there's all these dinosaurs running around, you're gonna have to run from them yourself, and to do so,
Oh, absolutely.
it's gonna require a lot of energy, man. And so I'm sure during that time they could probably use some Dubby.
Hell yeah.
Dubby is a clean energy drink that is made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or angst like other energy drinks. They also have no maltodextrin fillers and don't use artificial dyes. Dubby contains vitamins, amino acids, and nootropic, and 150 milligrams of caffeine. The product is made in the USA in an FDA-inspected facility that strictly adheres to GMP manufacturing guidelines. W is handpicked what they believe to be the 10 most critical ingredients for focus and concentration. W contains important aminos and vitamins that canned energy drinks simply don't have. W uses Neurofactor, a patented all-natural coffee cherry extract to help fuel you. This ingredient is what gives W its laser focus and fast reflexes. Oh, reflex effect. Sorry. Make it especially perfect for gamers. So, you know, when we're getting down playing some more Hogwarts Legacy, had that W ready.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely had it here for the stream. Had my W. I was ready.
Got a boy.
So they also disclose full ingredient amounts, and products will never contain fillers or artificial colors or dyes, so you always know what you're getting with W. W is also sugar-free, maltodextrin-free, like I mentioned earlier, and keto-friendly. So go to w.creationworld.com and use code Creatia to receive 10% off your order today. That's once again w.creationworld.com and use the code Creatia to receive 10% off today.
10. Do you want to do one more before we go? Because I know we had like 5 or 10 minutes where it was that opening loop thing.
We're good. We're good on time.
So, you got your Barney and you got Batgirl. So
we did Batgirl.
No, we didn't do Batgirl.
You're right. We didn't do Batgirl. You're right. We did Supergirl. Now I remember. Wrong woman.
2 completely different people, Travis.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad. You know,
one gets paralyzed by the Joker and assaulted, and the other one has all the powers of Superman.
And in some comics, is more powerful than Superman.
That's the one I'm hoping for.
Yeah, let's go to Barney.
We do all that. Well, let's go to Barney. Okay. We can talk Batgirl with Mara.
Okay. Well, tomorrow's me and Will, so we'll probably talk Batgirl tomorrow. So apparently Barney is getting a reboot. So they're doing film and TV, and he has a brand new look. So the latest franchise to get a reboot, that'd be Barney. Yes, the big purple dinosaur. Mattel announced today that it's putting a new spin on the famous children's character with its comprehensive revitalization, including new movies, TV shows, and YouTube content.
Fuck.
In addition to music, toys, and clothing. And if that wasn't enough, Barney's got a brand new look, which you can see here. Let me go ahead and just pull this up so y'all can take a look.
I was never into Barney. I think Barney came like right behind us with like my sister who was 4 years younger, and I hated Barney. And now I got a 2-year-old, and let me tell you, I thought, I'm going to keep her away from shit, Travis. She found Baby Shark on her own on a fucking tablet and fucking loves that and sings that constantly. Okay. So, I mean, it's still kind of the same Barney.
Yeah, but this guy is animated. He's
Yeah.
He's not the dude in the big purple suit.
Yeah, see, me and Will are close to the same age, and his sister's a little younger. My sister, same thing. It was big with her. I hated Barney, and now I know.
My nieces and nephews are really big into Barney.
I just know that we're gonna be stuck with fucking
ones.
Barney, Travis. I know that it's gonna be in my house.
Yep,
she's gonna see it. She's gonna love it.
100%. That's gonna be your life. But here's the thing, man. She's gonna be full of love, because that's his whole thing. I love you, you love me. We're a happy family,
That was a lot of the reason why we made fun of him and called him a pedophile growing up.
I mean, hey, man, great big hug, kiss from me to you. I remember like my nephews, my nieces and nephews had this tape. They used to watch a Barney over and over again in the basement of the old house in Dalton. You never saw the house in Dalton, right? We didn't really become friends until after we moved. So It was, but I just remember being in that basement in Dalton having to watch this tape over and over again because Marquise and Tierra both just wanted to watch this tape all the damn time. And there's this one song I remember. There were actually 2 of them because one of them kind of revitalized in my brain when I started watching the Great British Baking Show with Imani, but one of them was about making bread.
Okay.
And so they were talking about one of the things they have to do after they knead the dough, they got to watch it rise. And there was this whole thing about letting dough proof on the Great British Baking Show. I'm like, I learned that because I was watching Barney with the nieces and nephews. You got to watch it rise. So there was that. But also there was this one other song about silly hats. And I just remember this one time we were watching this thing and my niece was so upset that we were watching this tape, and they were singing the song about silly hats, and she didn't have a hat to put on, and so she had to go upstairs and get a hat to put on during this whole thing of the show. She missed that whole song, and then came back and was upset that we let it keep playing, so we had to rewind it and play that part again while she had her hat. Oh, fucking kids! That's what you got to look forward to, Matt. That's what you get to look forward to.
I'm already getting there. Everything is one more time now, and it's never just one more time. After one more time, it's one more time. I'm reading her a book before she goes to bed. One more time, and then I'm done. One more time. She was going down the slide. Kept telling my mom the other day. One more time. One more time.
Oh man, that's fun.
I love that you were watching the Great British Baking Show and it reminded you of Barney.
I know. My brain's weird, dude. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh man.
I'll have to teach her encore.
I'm about to say, yeah, she's got to
learn.
learn the word encore.
Yeah.
You can tell her what it means. Encore means one more time, and so she's gonna go down the slide and tell your mom.
Encore. Encore was like a TV dinner thing too, right? For tasting more, it's encore. For tasting more, it's encore.
I don't know. Is that some white people shit?
I mean, it was a TV commercial. I assume it was everyone saw it. I don't think only white TVs got that commercial.
I don't know.
You don't remember that jingle? For tasting more, it's encore.
Let me see. Encore TV dinner commercial. Hold on. Yep, we're about to play this commercial on this on right now, just so y'all know this is happening.
And then we'll end the show.
Yeah, we'll finish it with that.
We're gonna finish it with an encore TV commercial.
Yep.
Because that's what we do here.
Yep. Whatever. Oh shit. My bad. Hold on. Oh, I forgot to have the audio on.
Will's like, this is amazing, and Travis can't even get the video to play.
Here we go.
Listen, there's just too much of these Encore Salisbury steaks for one magician. I can't make these juicy flame broiled steaks disappear all by myself. But you're magnificent.
You can call him Marvin.
Marvin, Encore's a 2-pound family size entree. I just can't make a family appear. I can. Mine will appear at your place 6 tonight.
So, can we talk about how he's talking about making a family appear, and then his stick got bigger? Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah. So,
I'm pretty sure you just talked over the jingle too.
I did because I was distracted by him pulling out his stick.
Tomorrow, I'll bring my team.
See?
I don't remember that at all.
Really?
I don't.
You remember Eagle Man?
I do. I definitely remember Eagle Man.
You remember
at those low rates.
All that shit. You don't remember for Taste the More Encore? Wow.
No, I don't.
Apparently, I was just more into food than you growing up.
Maybe. I don't know. But
I don't even like Salisbury steaks. So,
well, it looked like they have other stuff too. Because the last thing they showed was
they had
lasagna. Yeah, and I do like lasagna. But yeah, I think that's it for today, folks. We had a good time here. We don't have a song like Barney to end you all out with, but I do want to say thank you all for watching us live. Those of you who are watching us live. If you're not, you can find us live at twitch.tv/Creatia World. You can also catch us live on YouTube at youtube.com/Creatia World. Also, you can watch us later there as well. But if you're watching us live on Twitch, throw us a subscription. We really appreciate that. It helps us out a lot. Great way to support us. You can actually do it for free if you have an Amazon Prime account. Because if you got Amazon Prime, you got Prime Gaming. And with that, you get a free Twitch subscription every month. So go ahead and toss that our way. If you do it on the computer, because that's the way you have to do it. You can't do it from your phone because the mobile app is weird. It doesn't let you do this shit. It's I don't know. The connection thing has to be done from the computer. I think you can actually subscribe from your phone though.
You can subscribe from your phone, but you can't use your free subscription from your phone.
Okay. I thought I did that last month, but I'm not sure. It's okay. But yeah, do it from your computer just to be safe. Also, if you want to watch us all later on. Another fun way to do that is on Pornhub, pornhub.com. /model/Creatia World. It's Matt's favorite thing. The fact that we're on Pornhub. So go watch us on Pornhub and get us the numbers there because Matt loves those numbers on Pornhub. And our numbers on Pornhub have actually been dipping lately because of the way they categorize stuff now, and we're not popping up where we normally used to, which got us all the views we used to get, which I think is some bullshit, but that's fine. Also, you want to support
Patreon.
us, throw us some cash for get some extra stuff. You go to patreon.com/Creatia World. You get the latest episode of Return to Wrestling with myself and the Warden Matt Ritter, where I make him watch old WCW stuff for my enjoyment, not his. Also, we have Multiverse with myself and Mara the Shark Watkins, looking at old, not necessarily old, but older animated stuff from the comic book world. Like, DC stuff is what we're working through right now. We just did Constantine, City of Demons. Next up, we're doing Wonder Woman Bloodlines. Should be a good time. But if you're looking for the links to everything that we do, just go to Linktree and, little link.tree or however the fuck you want to do it with a dot in there. That's stupid. I hate it so much. But /Creatia World. Got all the links to everything, including the audio stuff, because you want to just listen. You listen there. Audio podcast services everywhere. But if you want to know more about us and everything we do, you go to creatiaworld.com. That's where you find out everything about who we are, what we do. Go there. We really appreciate that. All the links to everything are also there. But if you want to follow us on social media, Instagram and Twitter, at It's Creatia World. That is at ITSCREATIA World. And also on TikTok now. We're going to start using that as well. And then also Facebook at facebook.com/Creatia World. We also have the episodes of everything on there too. Just why not? And if you're a wrestling fan, Matt, where can they go?
Facebook.com/group/SmackDown, or you can follow me on Twitter only at Matt Rivers at MATTRIDDER. If you are subscribed to us on Twitch or YouTube and you're following and you got your notifications on, you'll know that every Friday, right after about 11 p.m. Central, midnight Eastern, we go live talking the week in wrestling. We had Will Gray on for the last 2 weeks, filling in for Vince. I think this week it'll be me and Katie, unless Travis, gets a bug up his ass and wants to pop in and harass us for a little bit. But yeah, no, we're there every week doing what we do, spitting and swallowing the week in wrestling as only we can, because we are the #1 wrestling podcast on Pornhub.
Absolutely. And also, you can find me on both Twitter and Instagram at Lord_Cussalott. That is at LORD_CUSSALOTT. Once again, thank you for joining us today. We'll be back tomorrow. It'll be myself and at the Will Gray. But yeah, we'll catch y'all tomorrow. Appreciate y'all. Until then, we out.
For tasting more, it's on.